Hi, Professor Dan Anderson here from Anderson Martial Arts, and welcome to the first installment of Therapeutic Martial Arts. Now, the concept of therapeutic martial arts is that instead of using martial arts for bang bang, hitting, fighting, violence, and that sort of thing, I like to use martial arts to promote health, to promote a healthy body, a strong body, a supple body, and so forth. And one of the aspects of martial arts that isn't really well played is the fact that martial arts can be used in a healthy manner for people my age and older. Now, I'm 67 years old, and so the high-speed ballistic stuff isn't really my game anymore. I like smooth motion. I like healthy motion. So this first episode is going to be dealing very, very specifically with the basic of that, and that's breathing. Now, in martial arts, there's a type of breathing which is called prenatal breathing. And if you ever watch an infant or a toddler breathe, you'll notice that their belly goes out in instead of the chest expansion. But normally what you'll see is, when people are breathing, they'll and I'm overdoing this, but you get the message. There's this chest expansion and down and so forth. However, if you ever notice that whenever fear turns on or any kind of anxiety, whatever, shortness of breath up here tends to happen. You get this gasping type of thing, and you feel like you can't get enough air into your lungs. Well, your lungs extend a bit farther than here. So there's a breathing exercise that I'm going to do, or I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to have you do it with me, which when you breathe in, get the idea of expanding your belly out. So you're here, you breathe, and notice I'm actually pushing my belly out, and then when I release, I let it contract in, you see. Breathing out, breathing in, excuse me. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And at first, it takes conscious effort to do this. Now, after a while, it starts becoming normal, and you actually start expanding and filling your lungs better and with more air. Now, once you sort of kind of get the idea of this, then the next thing is intake through the nose, exhale through the mouth. So what you've got is, and I'm going to over dramatize this, but again, you got you get that. And like I said, that's a dramatization. That is way overdoing it. You'd actually be much more silent, but in through the nose, out through the mouth. So if you follow along, we're just going to take a couple of practice breaths, and in through the nose, out through the mouth. And I'm breathing out like I'm blowing bubbles. You just, I guess you say, in through the nose, watch the belly expand, out through the mouth, watch it contract. Now, once you get the idea and the feeling of that, then you can breathe in a certain number of counts, breathe out a certain number of counts. So we're going to start with a 3-count cycle. So what we've got is, and now out, and in, and out, and so forth. You practice this, and then you can actually expand it 5 counts, 10 counts. And of course, as you breathe in, the longer counts take in less air per count, such as, I'm just going to go ahead and do a 10 count for you. So we've got you can join in with me if you want. Now, the purpose of this type of breathing, number one, is to fill your lungs more with air, but at the same time, it's to control your breathing. It's commonly known that if you count your breaths and you regulate your breathing during either tension or fear, it will help calm you down. I've heard that, if you get a sudden fright or you get into an accident or whatever, controlling your breathing is the first thing that will help calm things down. It will deconstrict the chest. You'll just kind of relax in here all over because you're calming it down. But more importantly, you're taking control of the breathing and how the lungs are working and so forth. So your very first therapeutic martial arts lesson, notice, had nothing to do with punch, had nothing to do with kick, had nothing to do with body motion, but it had to do with breathing. So practice your breathing. Practice it just first getting the feel of the stomach expanding and then contracting. Practice it going in through the nose, out the mouth, and then 3 count, 5 count, 7 count, 10 count, whatever you feel comfortable with. And do that, take control of the breathing, and enjoy. The next lesson, we'll get into certain body movements that are very easy, very flowing, but at the same time have martial application. But more importantly for therapeutic martial arts, the application is just increase in motion, being healthy. So there you go, Professor Dan from Anderson Martial Arts, serving the community.